Let's talk about the NFL quarterback ratings, whose stocks are rising and whose stocks are falling. Let's talk about it right now. But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there behind his seat. And leave a comment below. This is a make-or-break season. He's got to make an impact. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It's your first time watching. Please like and subscribe. We got the button right here on the screen. Subscribe right now if you like sports and highlights. And let's dial into the quarterback ratings. Let's talk right away. Let's talk about Tom Brady and what's going on. Obviously, we know Tom Brady's going through a divorce, which is detrimental at home. He's got kids and a family. He's got to keep his head straight to stay on the field and get it done for the Buccaneers. Since his divorce, Tom Brady's been winning football games. Or should I say, since his start of divorce, he's been undefeated and winning games. So I think Tom Brady's a competitor. He's going to continue to win. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I just think that in his mindset, he's a winner. But he's struggling because he has a lot of off-the-field issues. Will he continue playing football? It seems like he also passed on some family stuff to continue playing. I think as you're a competitor, especially someone like Tom Brady, you don't want to give the game up. His family has benefited tremendously from the National Football League. His kids will benefit tremendously from the National Football League. And his wife will also benefit tremendously from the National Football League. So I just think that even though Tom Brady's going through struggles, his stock obviously is falling a bit. We can all say his stock's falling, but Tom Brady's a winner. He's not going to stop being out there. If you saw him last week have that final drive, go down and win a football game, that's a Tom Brady that everybody knows. We're not forgetting that, and that's just part of his DNA. Josh Allen is a warrior. This guy now has to have surgery, so the Buffalo Bills on the up have a big concern when you lose your starting quarterback. And someone like Josh Allen is someone that you don't want to lose. He's a leader on the field. He helps you win football games. He's the future of the Buffalo Bills. And we saw the tough loss last week. We saw him go through that. But the Buffalo Bills are a great team. They got a great wide receiver in Stephon Diggs, great running back tandem. And I just think that the Bills have an opportunity to go further into the playoffs and a shot at the Super Bowl. The top teams, the Eagles, obviously the Eagles are in that in that competitive nature. They lost a tough loss last week. The Bills, the Eagles, and the Chiefs are the people that are leading that conversation. But more importantly, the surgery is going to hold them back. The Bills are going to struggle a little bit because of that. They'll bounce back. They'll have a good season. Let's get forward with Aaron Rodgers. Now, Aaron Rodgers is a guy that we've always seen as a competitor. Out on the field, getting things done. You know, he keeps stepping up to the podium saying, look, I'm not worried. We're going to keep winning. I got to go back to the drawing board and just get back in it and dial and win. But the truth is, Aaron Rodgers, and I did a video on this, Aaron Rodgers has lost his star receiver in Adams, who went out to the Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders now are interested, obviously, in Aaron Rodgers. So how that pans out is something that no one really knows right now. But Aaron Rodgers is strongly considering looking at different teams. The Green Bay Packer fans, the organization and the team, the camaraderie, they want to win football games. Who's next in line? Will Aaron Rodgers pass the baton to someone else? His stock is also falling right now. I'm not saying he's not a beast. I'm not saying he's not a great player. His stock currently right now is currently falling. So let's talk about Dak Prescott. Another quarterback people have been ranting and raving about. Oh, Dak Prescott, the Dallas Cowboys, they have Ezekiel Elliott, they got CeeDee Lamb. They just picked up another receiver and also looking at OBJ. Will Odell Beckham take the leap, and will Jerry Jones, will they come together and bring OBJ out to the Dallas Cowboys? Because if they do, you're going to see Dak Prescott in a really good position to start working the wide receivers and also open up the running game. And I got to tell you, the Dallas Cowboys have a great running back duo because Elliott, he's a beast out there, but we know what's happening out there right now. That backup running back is starting to take over. And I got to tell you, the fans, the team is really excited about him. So let's talk about this. Is Dak Prescott stock rising or falling? I think Dak Prescott is one of those quarterbacks right now. He's not really rising or falling. He's on this roller coaster where it's kind of moving. It's going up, going down, and it's teeter-tottering based upon wins for the Dallas Cowboys. And obviously the backup quarterback did a good job, won a lot of games. Dak came in. He's still not getting it done. So in the eyes of some people, Dak Prescott is falling. It's definitely not rising, but from a fall or straight line, that's currently where Dak Prescott is right now. But let's talk about Jalen Hurts. one of the stars in the NFL right now. And I talked about this already. Jalen Hurts has been knocked down in the past. With Alabama, he had to become a humble man, had to leave there when Tua took his starting spot, went to Oklahoma, battled back, became a beast at Oklahoma, was a great dynamic quarterback threat to run and pass. As you know, the Philadelphia Eagles picked them up. They were undefeated until last week. I still have my pick and sights on the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts. His stock is still rising, even though he lost last week. A tough loss. He's young. He's a dual threat. He's motivated. The team is looking good. He's got a great ride out. A.J. Brown, they're going to do great out there. I still think Jalen Hurts' stock is rising. Russell Wilson. Let's talk about Russell Wilson. Ever since he left Seattle, he's been having some struggles. It seems like he never really fit in this Broncos organization. Whether it's the fans, the team, the players, the play calling, the coaching, he's never really settled in. Obviously, he's new there. He was out in Seattle for a long time with Pete Carroll. When Pete Carroll and him, something happened out there. I don't think it's really out in the media yet because you're playing there, you're winning for years, another dual threat, runner, passer, good leader. Now, teammates are coming out saying, hey, look, we really didn't like Russell Wilson on Seattle. He wasn't really our favorite quarterback. He wasn't someone we really wanted as a leader. This is like new information to people watching sports. Like, what? We thought Russell Wilson was that damn good. Well, apparently, a lot of people didn't like him on the team, and that's a big problem. But I think his stock is falling, and it's falling fast, depending on the W's that he gets there. If he starts winning football games, he can level out and plateau, but his stock's definitely not rising. His stock is falling right now, like Russell Wilson, but it's not looking good for him. Let's talk about Deshaun Watson because he's ready to get back in the game. All these massage issues, people coming out, pressing charges. He actually resolved a lot of these problems. He resolved the concerns, some of these lawsuits. And as soon as you think it's gone, the NFL took their protocol, the legal department took their protocol, some of these people got settlements, whether it's monetary value, whatever. He's worked this stuff out. A lot of the money obviously is coming into play. But being that Deshaun Watson had over $200 million guaranteed, the Cleveland Browns are not going to release Deshaun Watson. He's going to be there because he's getting paid a shit ton of money. And right now, the question is this: is Deshaun Watson falling or is he rising? He was falling when all this stuff was happening, but that big money is saying he's going to be there to stay. If he can get out on the field and start winning football games, week 1, week 2, when he's back on the field, his stock is going to rise because he got the big contract and he's bringing in W's for the Cleveland Browns. Now, if he gets out there and he starts losing immediately, his stock's going to fall fast because of the off-the-field issues and the problems that he brought out there. But last but not least, let's talk about Brett Favre. Now, this is a concern. A lot of people in the National Football League and other sports, they bring a lot of attention and it pulls away from the story. Brett Favre, whether he's guilty or innocent, that's still coming. We're not saying that, this is all stuff that's in the media. Nobody knows everything. It's unfolding. We do know that the monetary value was given to build a volleyball stadium. He was supposed to show up for events and speak at appearances. He got compensated for. This has been said that he's paid some of that back. He is stating that he has absolutely nothing to do with understanding and knowing that he's taking money from the city out in Mississippi to build anything. No one really understands or no one knows yet. But people already have been, charges are coming. Things are happening. Brett Favre was a legend for the Green Bay Packers, ended up playing for the Jets. A little awkward for the Green Bay Packer fans, kind of in Aaron Rodgers' position right now, where you're playing football, you're winning, all of a sudden you're not winning. Where do you go next? Do you leave? Do you retire as a Green Bay Packer? Or do you just say, hey, I'm not leaving football. I'm staying to play, kind of like Tom Brady. I'm not leaving. Where will he end up? Well, Brett Favre did that. He went to the Jets. Wasn't the best outing, but he did go there. He did play, and that was kind of the end of his career. He wasn't really the big-time guy. The Vikings and the Jets wasn't really doing that much outside of playing for the Green Bay Packers. Now, is this something that's going to be pinned on Brett Favre? Will Brett Favre go to jail? These are a lot of questions and concerns that people have right now. Is this something that Brett Favre is going to be pinned for? Because if this happens, first off, his stock has been falling for a long time. ever since this has come out, and there's been some recent stuff even before that when he was playing football, they had some issues. But a lot of people, they're in your business. You're in the spotlight. They pull everything. So more importantly, this conversation, is his stock falling, rising on the field? No, because he's not playing. But as a person, someone that's been in football for a long time, all his fans and all those people that support him all them years, his stock is definitely falling in the eyes of the people in the media. Guys, if you haven't watched it yet and seen it, it's a little bit sad. A lot of these people, one of the poorest places in the country, they want money. And obviously, I think people should get out and work, but they're trying to get money. Brett Favre and the people around him have used some of that money to fund other things. So Brett Favre's stock is falling. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do right now. A lot of things I want to show you on this channel. We're going to have live interview and live people coming on, chatting about all different types of sports. Guys, thank you for watching. And until next time. Hey, guys, thanks for watching and tuning into the Brandon Mason Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time.